Well, good evening, YouTube. Good evening, Rumble, and happy Thursday. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing all right. We're doing, well, I'm doing just fine here. Practicing the war steed on Thormurn. I've forgotten that the medium war steed does not earn quite as well as the light war steed. Not as bad as the heavy, but it definitely is not what you would call agile. As you can tell. Oh, flaky. And Drive-By says, hi all, happy Thursday, looking good. Well, thank you. Appreciate it. That wolf's just steady. It was just steady trying to stop me. Not so easy on a war steed. They have a little more health than most horses. Alright. Enough tinkering. Hello, Nona. I kind of figured Wadu's ghost.
We meet again, as I knew we would.
I'm a free woman of the Ukluf, sister to Wadu, and with victory notches already upon my sword. I'm free to go where I please. I need no permission from your northern friends to walk these lands that belong to me and mine. Patron of the Hebagluth and I of the Ukluf have already made things difficult for those who would sell their lands and its people to Saruman. I am ready to strike against them throughout all of Dunland in my brother's name, if you are willing.
I will be Wadu's ghost and defeat the true enemies of Dunland.
Danger seems to follow you wherever you go, Thormurn. I like that. I will be Wadu's ghost and defeat the true enemies of Dunland, faithless clans who swear loyalty to Saruman. The land to the west is called Thormurn. You say that Lheu Brenin wished to know the state of the herds. There are many herd animals in the Thormurn, and he who controls them will have much food production close at hand. Enough for an army? Aye. There is a farmhouse in the northwest corner of the Thormurn among the hills. I have seen it from afar. I will meet you there, and we can scout for the information Lheu Brenin desires to know. Alright, so our next destination is the Thormurn. Let's see if we can get there on war steed without running into 500 things on the way. So, easiest way to steer a war steed is with your mouse. You just use the W and D keys to speed it up and slow it down. And we're going full tilt. That's about as fast as his horse is going to go. Okay. We have down here. Hello.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
I do not have anything left, I swear. The raiders, before you took it all. Please do not hurt me. Wait, you do not have the look of rival clans then. My name is Andrus. I was taking this caravan to Aberdeen for the upcoming auction when I was beset by the Dragon Clan. They are an evil lot, and I suspect they answer to Isengard. Saruman is not the friend that he claims to be. There are few who can see through his tangled web of lies. In my clan, people the Ox, least of all it seems. I seek to change that, but to do so, I must be in a position of power. Among the Ox Clan merchants, that means money, which I had hoped to raise at the coming auction. Please, I ask your help. I have not yet had time to assess the damage to my caravan. If you could check my cart and goods, then venture out against the raiders, I would be grateful. They came from the hill to the east. Okie doke. So we'll go ahead and take a look at your stuff. The bag is mostly empty, but a few of the bandages it once held remain. They are soft and damp to the touch. Your skin feels soothed when your fingers glide over them. No doubt these bandages are very valuable, and the Dragon Clan raiders would have taken them. The crate is filled with shattered pieces of pottery. The pieces indicate that several pots are missing. The quality of smashed ones is very high, and the pattern is foreign to Dunland. If any remain, they would bring a good price at auction. Most of the pages of this ledger have been ripped out and taken. The few remaining pages appear to detail crop amounts and various household items. This is most likely an accounting of all the goods Andras had at his homestead. The missing pages are vital if he is to put together a respectable auction. The Dragon Clan raiders must have taken the pages with them. The wheel is damaged and broken. It does not look like it is possible to repair it here on the road. If Andras is to continue on, a new wheel must be found. The Dragon Clan camp to the east would be a good place to start looking for a new wheel. Alright, so we have picked up multiple quests to the east, I believe. That's east. Okay. So, oh boy, they are. Don't need the goat either. Oh, well, we didn't want to kill the cow. But, okay. Killed the cow. Okay, we were going the right way. The silly quest keeps pulling me in all sorts of directions. Don't ever trust it, unless you have specifically pinned a quest. Don't trust it. You end up having it point you here, there, everywhere, but where you actually want to be focused. Ah, I bet you okay, I see it. They're using those old ruins. All right. Discovered flam catalyst. I shall not die at your hand, dwarf. Yeah, about that. Alright, so far we've collected a few pages. I love random pot. Okay, we got all the ledger pages. Now we just need to gather the rest of the stuff. Oh, hello. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy. Might as well get rid of you too while I'm at it. Oh, here's a wheel for a cart. Here's some scholar supplies. If we can even fit them in our bag at this point. We can. So what tells my... Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Full. Need 3 more pots and 6 more bandages. I like everything else Gondorian. It was really nice at one point. Ha! She's hanging out on the roof over there. That's funny. Completed Dunland Slayer. Nice. 5 LOTRO points. I will take those. Thank you very much. Yeah, those bandages probably aren't any good if they're just laying about on the ground like that. Alright, only thing we have left is bandages. I think these guys are going to need a lot more than bandages by the time I'm done, right? One more bandage. We are out of space. We don't have to do without it. Bandage, bandage. Where's the bandage? Oh, I don't know, but that's a heavy bandit coffer, and we're not turning it down. Where? Oh, right here? Okay, we have everything. Thormurn stopping to check everything out. Alright, we got the dude stuff back. Or at least what of it we could. With a tug and a jolt, the old wheel comes off. The new one slides on with ease. It is not the sturdiest wheel you have handled, but it should last the short trip to the next town. You place the bandages back into the bag from which they originally came. While the bag is not quite full, the majority of them have been returned. After removing the smashed pieces, the pots easily fit within the crate. They may bounce a little during the ride, but they should make it intact. And what have we just done? No, that's not what I was looking for. I like to permanently close that, because I don't care. Friend to the men of Dunland. We made it to friend with Dunland. Woohoo! And that's 10 LOTRO points. I think we've made 15 so far. The pages fit back within the ledger, and it closes smoothly. Care will need to be taken to make sure they do not fly out, but at least they have all been returned.
I have not seen your kind before.
It is a strange day when a Devodiad has more kindness than clansmen you have known your entire life. A very strange day indeed. Right, so I guess since we have to pick something, I wonder what that looks like. I gotta see it. That's kind of a silly looking hat. Yeah, no. And those are very uninteresting, so no. Alright, so nothing interesting here. We'll take what's more expensive after we get rid of something in here. And that's the boots.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
The things you helped recover will bring good coin at auction, but the raiders ensure that it will not be enough. I will need more if I am to make the kind of money needed to pay off my debts and ascend within the clan. Only then can I hope to sway them away from the wizard's murmurings. I have a homestead just west of here of the Ridge. We farm and raise livestock. Take the ledger to my son. He should be able to show you where everything is and help you pack it all up. I am moving on to Aberdeen to the south. Come and find me there once everything is in order. Alright. Go talk to your son. Grab some more stuff. Poor guy. Ooh. That work chasing me? That work even trying to chase me? Nona, hello.
The herds of Starkmoor feed many of the clans of Dunland.
The herds of the Starkmoor feed many of the clans of Dunland. If this farmland is held by those loyal to Saruman, he will have a source of food for his armies, but can also starve those who oppose him. Go up to the farmhouse at the top of the slope to the west and see how things stand, Thormurn. You should also scout some of the fields and enclosures nearby to the west. Hello. You say my father sent you. I hope you're skilled with a weapon. The Dragon Clan must have heard that he was gone, for they had begun to raid the farm. It was all I could do to sneak down here unseen. If we are to recover anything from the homestead, we must move quickly. A group of Dragon Clan raiders just passed by here. They must have copied down some of the items from the ledger before you recovered all the pages. The homestead is all my family has. I beg you help me save it. Field is full of grains, planted but yet to be harvested. Some of the sheep have been killed and left to rot. Farmhouse has been abandoned by its rightful owner. And the ox is desperately trying to protect what's left. Well, Bull, you are a stinker. But if you'd leave me alone for 5 seconds, I won't hurt you. Notice the cows don't attack her on sight. The bull does. There we go. Good boy. The homestead must be up further. If I can see it. I see the way up. Must be through this and up. We'll try not to piss off the bull again. That's a calf. That's probably why the bull's being so very protective. Nothing here except the little tops. Yeah, if this was more leveled ground, it would be a nice place to build one of those huts. It'd be well protected. But no way up from there. So, where are we going? Which way, good dwarf? Which way? Well, on our way. Anna?
I think this is what Lheu Brenin feared.
I think this is what Lheu Brenin feared, Thormurn. The forms of the Starkmoor are not held by friendly clansmen any longer. The main trading settlement to the south may be similar, but we will not know it without going there. And I have to throw something else out. Please say this is something I don't know. That's something I can't even use yet. Oh, I did not know that one, though. Sure.
If we can help the people of Starkmoor, we may deprive Saruman's armies of their food.
The people of Starkmoor are on the tipping point, Thormurn. If we can help its people, we may be able to deprive Saruman of the food he needs to feed his armies. Travel south to Arverdin and help the people there and all throughout the Starkmoor. It may prove the difference in this region. Once you are satisfied that you have done all you can to help the people of Starkmoor, I will meet you where the road passes from the Starkmoor to the Dunbog in the south by the Great Stone Arch, and we will continue our journey together. And this time, unlike on Miss Medriel, Thormurn actually found the quest we need to actually start the majority of the quests in Aberdeen. So, yay! Discovered the Dragon Clan settlement. Might as well just kill a few of these guys, even though I get the feeling we're not done here just yet. I'm almost certain we want to go up. I could be wrong. No, it does seem like we need to be going up. Only one way to find out. Well, I didn't really want to kill that either, but hey, Thormurn now has dinner for tonight. Actually, besides of that boar, Thormurn has dinner for a few nights. I get the feeling we'll never need to talk to him soon enough, too. Alright. We go back through. We're gonna get the player deed done before we even finish this quest. Okay, I'm not really heartbroken about that. I will not turn down another 10 LOTRO point. Excuse me. Rude. It was kind of fun to kill them all. You know? No, nah. Oh, there's the boy. I'll use the ring over his head now. If I could, I would do this myself. Please help me save our land. Oh, it's an instance.
To my homestead to provide my messenger the ledger that contains all of my records. I must have this to prepare for the auction in the village.
My father gave you the ledger. Let's head up the hill then and see what we can find. The homestead is just up the hill. Well, as much fun as I had killing all those Dunlanders, I think we kind of did that for nothing because I didn't realize this was an instant. The Dragon Clan here, they will destroy the farm. We're worried about them killing you, kid. I'm glad I did not try to come here all by myself. Where did they come from? I hope we do not meet any more. The homestead is just up the hill. He's white. About 10, 12. Dunland has never been this dangerous before. You're very powerful. I'm glad my dad sent you here. It's just a little further up the hill. I hope this is the last of them. The homestead is just up the hill. You'll have to make your stand here. Come on. Your kind is not welcome here, Devodiad. You mean welcome by you? Blair and Delwyn. The strange warrior says to Mabon, the Boar clan remembers those who aid us, and we honor our friendships. Not long ago, your father helped us in a time of need. When you are in trouble, Mabon, we will always be there for you. To you, he says, you are kind to aid this boy, Devodiad. Kindness is a dying virtue in these lands. Thank you for helping me to defend our home. All right, kid. I thank you for all your help. I do not know who these men were, but it is clear that they know my father and were friends. I am very glad for that. All right, what else are we getting rid of? Get rid of that, since we can't even use it yet. Caretaker leggings. Warrior brass ring. Nothing he can use. What's this look like? Can't really tell under his outfit he's currently wearing. Now that piece looks nice. I might even hold on to that for a cosmetic. That actually looks nice on him. I don't know how I'm gonna fit it in the vault, or not the vault, but the wardrobe, but I have marked my dad's ledger with what I remember seeing over the last few days. I've also marked where you should be able to find the various things. Please gather them up and take them to him in Aberdeen. We will be leaving here soon, and I will meet you there with him once everything is ready. Thank you for all that you have done for us. You're welcome, kid. We need to gather the items on the first page of the ledger. The ledger, which is probably an over... No, it's not. I'm kind of surprised. Oh, there's some scholar scrolls in here. I'll get rid of that. So, I want to... Oh, there's the letter. You absolute stinker. Okay, now we can get that. So it doesn't, the overflow doesn't kill it before I get to somewhere. The first page of LOTRO details the eastern fields and the crops being grown. From the looks of the list, the carrots would be the most valuable. Gather 6 carrots. I'm surprised they don't have, like, bunnies stealing the carrot. Speaking of carrots, I got some nice carrots to cook. Good thing that reminded me of that. Now, what's next? The second page is a recording of the tanning shed on the homestead. If the records are accurate, there should be several dried leather hides ready to collect. The tanning shed. Several dun bulls here. I'm trying my darnest not to have to kill them. It looks like it should be the tanning shed, but I guess it's not. I just realized this place is a little more sprawling than I thought it was. Holy smokes, it's a big spread. Ah, here we go. We need 4 of those. Huh. That bull was steady heading his way inside that shed. The third page talks about the shearing shed and looms. The sheep who were shorn several months ago and several woven blankets should be waiting you near those looms. That's where we were the first time. I bet you. That was not the tanning shed, that was the wool shed. The shearing shed. Yep. A woven blanket. More like a rug to me, but I guess it could be a blanket. Really thick, warm blanket. The fourth page talks about the sheep and their pen. Comparing it to the pages before, you see that the sheep were shorn several months ago. Some new wool should have grown by now. So we need to shear the sheep now? Go. Thormurn does not know the first thing about shearing sheep, but he'll give it his best shot. Sheep were up here somewhere. Just follow where the dun bull have gone and you will know where to go. Ah, there's a dun bull right in here with me. Standing right on top of one of the sheep, no less. Yeah. You mind getting off of me? Alright, you asked for it. I was gonna leave you alone. But no! You had to go be ornery. Typical bull. Final page of the ledger details the schedule of the chicken coop and the laying of their eggs. If they have not been destroyed, at least a good handful should be ready for the taking. Chickens. Now we have to find their bark box. Oh, where? Ah, chickens up here. I love how they just conveniently lay the eggs right in a nice, neat row so we can grab them all. And not, you know, anywhere in the long grasses nearby where we would have a hard time finding them. Alright, so we have everything. Now head to Aberdeen with all this stuff for the gentleman. Now, I know I've mentioned this before, but Dunland is very beautiful and wild. I really like the looks of it. Tell me, if you play LOTRO, what's your favorite place in the game that you just love looking at? And if you don't play LOTRO, but you play something else, what's your favorite area in that game? Ooh, that is not quite what I wanted to do, but okay, we're here. Oh, we have discovered the culling pit. Hi, who are you?
Hear me out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell.
Oh, we'll come back to that later. First I want to deliver some goods to this guy. I'm not certain Thormurn can handle that, but we'll try it. Okay, grab the stable.
The Ukwirod requires us to give welcome to Devodiad.
And my son told me about everything that happened and how you aided him at the homestead. It seems that some old favors I earned were satisfied while you were there. I'm very grateful to you for keeping my boy safe and bringing these goods to me. Alright, okay, we have one space. Huh? This look like? Oh, it is very different from the other one. Interesting. Kind of like the other one a little more, but that's kind of neat. And besides, it is the piece he should be grabbing. Let's go find a vendor. Maybe I should find the task for it first. That'd be a good idea. Alright, we got bent metal maces. That's broken metal mace. That claw. Nope. Punctured shield. Nope. Blotchy skin. Okay, so we... Wait. Bent metal maces. Metal sword sheath. So we have a little bit of stuff. And where are we supposed to be turning this in at? The Taskmaster and Galtrab. Really? Seriously? I have to go all the way back to Galtrab for this. Not right now. But we also can't sell those items.
Our wares are better than those of the southern folk.
Now we can sell. Excuse me. Now we can sell. I could sell one of these. We don't need to hold on to all that. Sorry about that. I seem to have all of a sudden developed a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Perhaps while I am selling this stuff, I should also be grabbing myself a drink of water. Well, hopefully that'll help. So what we got here? Know it. I know it. I know it. Oh, I didn't know that one. I don't know that one. Oh, well. Okay. I have learned 3 new things, so yay. The rest of the stuff can pretty much be sold. It doesn't leave us with a lot of space, does it? He definitely has to do something about getting rid of some stuff. Now, help the people here as much as we can. First thing I want to do is go back to that one spot. The one we said I'd come back to. Which is... like it's up this way. Not there, that's their pasture. Very nice looking pasture. I think this is it. Alright, I guess we should probably put down the torch first. Hello?
Hear me out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell.
So you have come to prove yourself. The first challenge that you will face is a party of Dunlandings who have been trained together for years. They are among our finest warriors. I hope you have brought your friends. The battle will not be easy. This is probably where I'm going to get my butt kicked because it is supposed to be for a fellowship. And, well, a Thormurn ain't no fellowship. Not by himself, that's for certain. But we're gonna try. Oh, it'll be funny. Go ahead and eat some food too while we're at it.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
So you have come to prove yourself, yes. Strangers against the men of Dunland. Elite Dunlanders. Oh yeah, I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm totally getting my butt kicked. Yeah, there's no way. There is no way. It's definitely for fellowship. That could be fun with one or two other people. But alone, I think Thormurn's going to need a level or two before he tries that again. Oh. I should probably repair my gear now.
Welcome to the lands of the Uchluth. Have you aught to trade?
That cost me almost a gold in repairs. Fortunately, Thormurn can afford it. Alright.
Do not speak the names of evil things.
You have done much good work to help me, and I'm very grateful for that. But I fear the most difficult parts are still ahead. Bedwer is the auctioneer here. He is the local leader of the Ox Clan and a very powerful man. He's also as corrupt as they come, having long ago given his will to Saruman. Unfortunately, he's an evil I must deal with if I'm to pay off my debt. Any transaction of noticeable size must go through his auction, and he happily takes a price for each lot. I need some time to take inventory and get everything cleaned and ready for sale. While I do that, you go talk with Bedwer and secure a position in the upcoming auction. You can find him near the center of town by the auction platform. The thing is, you know, if I could, I would just pay his auction fee for him. I could certainly afford it.
Have been destroyed. I pray to the Wirad that we will not be next.
A week ago, I had a fully running stable here. You may have noticed that we do not have any horses here anymore. I suppose that is well because I do not have anything to feed them. I also do not have anyone to take care of them. My stable boy left because his father was taken to Wolf's Cleft to serve the army. The boy ran off to work the fields and scavenged the moor to provide for his mother and siblings. Had he stopped and talked to me, I would have helped however I could. I believe the boy is here in Aberdeen. Please find him and let him know that I will provide for his family. Once he returns, we can work on the rest of the stable. There's the auctioneer.
I have not seen your kind before.
So you represent Andros, do you, Tefodiad? I hope he has brought something worth selling this time. I do not tolerate my time being spent and my money wasted.
Even the Ecluth have need of help on occasion.
I'm more than willing to help out. However, auctions are very time-consuming, and I have a reputation to maintain. I need assurances that there will be enough merchants in attendance to make it worth my time. If you could convince several of the other merchants around Aberdeen to participate, then I will consider putting together an auction for you. But I caution you, do not waste my time. There is very little I tolerate less than someone wasting my money.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
You are looking for more sellers for the auction? I have a necklace which I am nearly done with and almost ready to sell. It is crafted of warg teeth. Dunlandings who wear them are powerful and demand respect from all around them, whether they retrieve the teeth themselves or not. There is one last tooth which I need to finish the necklace. Then it will be ready for sale. On the rock to the east is a powerful warg, larger than the rest, called Thormurn. His tooth shall be the centerpiece of this necklace. Bring it to me, and I shall sell in your auction. Okay? Oh, look. That's our old friend Scam. Goodbye, Scam.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
You are preparing for an auction. Yes, I am interested. I'm in need of cattle, for I sold my last one in the war effort. I made a decent profit, but I fear I sold too many. The warg packs to the east devoured the few I had left. I'm willing to buy more, but not until I know my investment is safe and secure. If you were to head into the hills east of here, to the rock the wargs call home, and thin their numbers, I will consider coming to the auction to buy cattle. Okay, nobody else down here. Lavella said he will pay me enough to take care of my mom and brothers and sisters. Of course I will go back then. I should have asked him to begin with. Fox.
It is not our custom to trust Tefodiad, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
An auction, you say? I wish to trade cattle. I have saved enough to buy many tags, and my uncle is willing to give me several head from his herd. I have the land for them to graze on, but not the means to keep them safe. If you are venturing to the great rock to the east, you will find several smaller stones around. With enough of them, I could build an enclosure around my land to keep my cattle safe. If you bring me the stones, I will attend the auction. So we got 2 people wanting to buy cattle. That can't end well. There's a bidding war right there. And of course, that's the culling pit where we just got our backside handed to us in like, I don't know, 2.5 seconds. Thought there was a 4. We talked to the kid, but we were supposed to talk to 4 people about the auction. I'm not leaving here until we find number 4, which is right here, I bet.
The Tochluth have been destroyed. I pray to the Uchwirat that we will not be next.
Oh, hold on a second. Alright. Herding is the fastest way to make money here in Aberdeen, for assuming you have the right connections and enough money to start with. The clan tightly controls who can have cattle and how many. There are tags that are sold and attached to the animals. If any animal is found without a tag, it is brought to auction, and Bedwer keeps whatever the profit is. He's also the one who sells the tags. I had heard of cattle that strayed too far to the east, and many were devoured by the wargs. I have sold the herdsmen to the mines. I have sold the herdsmen to the mines to regain some of my losses, but now I need enough to get started again. If you could get me the tags from my dead cattle, I will sell them at auction. They can be found around the rock to the east. Everybody, this place is just a cattle town, I guess. With the boy returning, I can now turn my attention to the stable.
Do not speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
Stable boy's returning, which pleases me. It means that we have a chance to renew the stable's business. The next step is obtain supplies for the horses. The boy will take care of getting everything straightened back up. I dare not send him into the fields to gather more supplies, and we are in desperate need of hay. Yes, there are no horses to feed, but without food, you cannot have horses. The fields of the moors to the east have some hay stalks in them that were not gathered for harvest. If you can bring several of them back, then the only thing left to do will be to get the actual horses. So, we just have all sorts of stuff here. Oh, that's right. Maybe I want to do that. We'll put some fire at them this time. Yeah, she's supposed to be making a fence or a barrier with the stone. I'm gathering her. I doubt I'm gonna be able to gather enough stone for her to do much anything. Dead cow. Oh. And once we pick up the stone first. Okay. We got all the tags. Need a couple more stone. A couple more wargs. Now we need the tooth of some named mob. To find this mob. And the best way for Thormurn to do that, I believe these fall under passage of shadow, if not their passage of evil. We have to wait now. While we're waiting, we'll look around, see if we spot it. I get the feeling it's going to be up there. The place is called the Hound's Rest. And I could be wrong. All right. Passage of bows. No? I'm surprised warg is considered passage of nature. That over there. That's just a warg. Okay. Passage of nature. Yeah, wargs are actually considered nature. Amazing. And woo, around here somewhere. Where? Must be up there. Alright, let's go back up again and look. I just totally missed it the first time. Ah, I certainly did. He's hanging out way up there. Big old brindle ward. He even brought himself a corpse up here to eat later. And that wasn't a Dunlander. That looked like it was a half-orc. And I'm not losing any sleep over it. Or they're on here somewhere. No one looking for. Looking for a hay. You can tell I have not done this stuff too much. When I have trouble finding things. And where am I? Right here. So it's supposed to be in this little bitty area right here. Ah, pile of hay. I don't think these bulls are going to like us too much. They've probably been eating this hay. Okay, that's everything. This will do perfectly. Now to find ourselves some horses.
The Terluth have been destroyed.
Not long...
To the Ukhwirad that we will not be next.
I keep forgetting there's more to that. Not long after the boy left, we had a terrible storm. The lightning frightened the horses and they bolted, knocking the gates down and fleeing into the plain. Now is the time to gather the horses back up. They are prone to flight, and you will need to ride them back if you want them to get here in time. You can find them all over the moors grazing. We should not need more than a few to get back up and running. Okay, I remember that. Not the easiest quest, but not the hardest either.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
With this, my necklace will be noticed by everyone. You will command respect and power when you wear it. I will come to your auction. I can tell from the stench upon you that you have been fighting wargs, and given that you are standing here, I assume you were victorious. I will tend the auction.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
With these, I can make an enclosure that will keep my livestock safe. I will attend your auction. Now we have the last one. And my throat is just all kinds of scratched up today. Sorry about that.
I have heard the wails of the Kuthral in the night.
Yes, these were indeed mine. They should bring a good price. I will attend your auction. So, we have satisfied the requirement. The auction take place.
You are welcome here, as long as you do not trouble us.
So the merchants are all willing to come to the auction. It appears this may be my most profitable auction yet, then. Okay. Some armor. Light armor. Heavy leggings. Kind of amp up the armor, so I'll take what I can sell for the most.
It is not our custom to trust Devodiad.
Everything is prepared.
You may be of help to me.
Everything is prepared, Thormurn. You have secured enough merchants to attend the auction that I feel comfortable with how much the night will yield for me. I've gone through Andros's goods, and I believe that if he gets a fair price value, he should be able to honor his debts even after my share is paid. Speak with me when you are ready to attend the auction. Alright, let's get this auction on the road.
All is ready for the auction. It is an event not unlike a warrior's arena, for my clan is accustomed to waging war with words and coin.
I see that you are all here, and I assume ready to begin. Andros even brought his boy with him. I hope his wares fetch a price that it's not embarrassing. Shall we begin, then? As soon as I get some water. All right. Thank you for all attending today. We have several lots up for auction. We will open the bidding on the first lot, a cart full of goods from the northern land. Falcon Clan bids 6. Saruman himself. Holy smoke. I did not realize Saruman himself shows up at this. I trust I am not too late to join. Of course not. We have just started on a new lot, a cart of valuables from the north. Isengard bids 5. The Falcon Clan bids 8. Isengard bids 5. The Falcon Clan bids 10. Isengard bids 5. Sold to Isengard for 5. The next lot will be a set of cattle registration tags. No, I will not stand for this. You have poisoned our clan far too long, wizard. You are destroying the Uklu. Father, please, this is not the place. You have done nothing but prosper as a clan with my guidance and advice. If you disagree, perhaps we should continue this conversation elsewhere. Come, be my guest at Isengard, and I will show you all I have done for your people. The boy stays. These are conversations for adults. You would not want him to get caught up in things above his station, would you? Please watch after my boy, I beg you. All, see that he is safe. Father, no. No one ever comes back, please. I tire of this. We leave now. I will watch over the boy. He will be safe with the clan. Now back to business. You know the rules of the clan, Maban. A debt is a debt. This sale did not bring in enough to clear your father's debt. As such, it is now your debt. Once this auction is finished, we can discuss how you will begin to repay it. How can this be happening? We just came to make a sale. It is commendable that you wish to aid the boy, but I must finish the other lots before we can discuss an arrangement. The boy will pay his father's debt, whether through the war camps or the mines. I will get what is owed to me. That did not go well.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
It was always a pleasure to do business with Saruman of many colors, and always a mistake to challenge a wizard. The debt is now the son's to bear and pay. He will work it off, beginning today. You are a beep, and a beep, and a beep. And I'm just going to take the gloves that are worth most.
Hear me out, Devodiad, for I have a tale to tell.
Thormurn cheated me out of much money with this last auction. You cannot go against the wizard. Once he names his price, the purchase is finished, whether it is fair or not. At the end of the day, however, I will always get paid. The goods he purchased are traveling by caravan south to Wolf's Cleft. I do not know whether they plan to stay there or head further to Isengard, but I do know they will not make it. You will interrupt them before they reach the camp. Head south and follow the road. When you find them, be quick about it. They are evil men and do not deserve any quarter. Bring back the goods you find there. Once this is done, there's only one more task I will require of you before the boy will be considered free of his debt. Alright, so we have 2 things. We might as well see if we can't do this horse quest. And we're going to ride a regular horse. Now, the horses are kind of scattered around. I've always had a time with this one. 1, you have to find them. 2, you have to ride them back without getting them killed. And things will chase them. Thought there was one up this way. And it's timed. You have to get them back in the amount of time or else you fail. There's a lot of ways to fail this one. You have to do this 3 times. That's a pretty one. And if we had time, I would stop and show you. Pretty. Of course, it's dark, but it's kind of a light tan color with white spots. Very pretty. I know, I've said pretty like 3 or 4 times. Also the closest one to the stable, so the easiest. Okay. That is one down. I don't think they respawn. Bad. Nice big pond here, which doesn't matter because Thormurn has never learned how to do any fishing. Not learned how to fish, he has not learned how to do the birding. He has learned no hobby. Calling pet. Okay. Now, the horse is not going to be inside. Ah. Shoot. Of course, there's a Dunbolt right there. As I say, this horse better be a good jumper. Okay, that's 2. Now, we might get lucky and have that first one respawn. I can't remember if they do. Not 100% sure. Gonna go check though. If not, I don't know where to find a third one. There are like metric tons of holes out here. I did. Holy smoke. It actually did respawn. Before we get on it. Now we can stop and admire it. Very pretty. Looks like it even has some tattoos on it. Trying to avoid pissing off any bulls. I don't think the horse can handle a hit from a bull. In fact, I don't think they can handle much of anything. Alright, here's your horses, good sir. This is wonderful. Now that we have horses, I can renew the stable's business. Is there anywhere you would like to go? Not the moment. But thank you for the offer. Elaborate dagger sheath. 81 agility, 116 crit rating. It is a pocket item, huh? A lot of agility, but I still like the pocket item I'm using. So we're going to keep it. And that finishes our obligation to him. So, has anybody done these quests in this area? Clearly, I have rarely ever done them. So, it shows. But, what do you think of Dunland quests? Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you think that they could drop off the face of the earth and you wouldn't care? What? I kind of like them. I mean, not every single one of them, but for the most part, I like them. Certainly got some interesting stories. Like that poor boy's father being carted off to Isengard for standing up for himself. Now the guy's forcing the kid to take his father's debt. Oh look, orcs. Well, hello, orc. Goodbye, orc. We need 4 crates of goods. I don't know how Thormurn's carrying all these, but apparently he is. That was a little easier than I was expecting. Actually, a lot easier. It seems to me the auctioneer is a jerk, but he's not wholly inside Saruman's pocket. He just he's like, yeah, you don't go against a wizard, because then he makes you disappear and you never come back. So he's self-serving. I'll take that. I probably passed it up 5 or 6 times, but I'll finally take it. That's a cow. Okay, we can go around the cow. Alright, here's your goods.
The Oakway rod. requires us to give welcome to Devodiar.
Or I should say, here's the boys' goods, because they're not yours. Very good. It appears my goods survived both the trip and the battle in good condition. With these returned, I can now obtain the profit that Saruman denied to me. I'll take the... Well, yeah. I'll take the emblem because it's worth the most.
It is not our custom to trust Devodiar.
Perhaps
you may be of help to me.
There's one last thing you must do for me. Then I will consider my bonus debt paid, and he will be free. If you fail me now, I will sell the boy off to the mines. To the south of Starkmoor is Wolf's Cleft. The army of Dunland have been gathering and training there. I often sell them weapons, armor, and slaves for training practice. Lately, the sales have been slowing. You are going to fix that for me. There's a cliff to the south that overlooks Wolf's Cleft. Once there, I want you to do as much injury as possible. The more weapons and armor you destroy, the more I can sell the warriors tomorrow. Speak with me when you are ready to go, and I will show you the path. Alright, so that is another instance. The one I am
soon to mislead me, Devodiar.
wholly unfamiliar with. Let me go ahead and sell some stuff off. Oh. Cook's recipe. Maybe I'll get something I don't know. What we got here? Nope, I already know it. Because of course I did. There we go. Definitely got some stuff to put away in the nearest vault, which I believe is LOTRO. Pretty sure this place does not have one. We'll stop by here. Nope, nothing to level up yet. Very good. Alright, I think that's where we're going to leave off. Because I don't... Like I said, I don't know anything about this instance. I don't know how long it takes. And Gus will be wanting to play Valheim in a little bit, so I don't want to be running over like I usually do and keep him waiting. However, I want to take a moment to thank everyone that stopped by, starting with Drive-By. Thank you for letting me know everything looked good as always. Hope you had a great Thursday and you're looking forward to the weekend. And for everybody who popped in and out, or stuck around and watched, well, I thank you. I appreciate you all. Next time, say hi. I promise I don't bite. And, well, today's Thursday, so tomorrow and Saturday we'll be having some fun in Oblivion with either my Redguard Paladin or perhaps a new character. You know, I might be an alcoholic. We'll see. And, well, actually, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to have an Oblivion weekend. Alright. So, if you don't want to miss all that fun stuff, and you haven't already, and why haven't you? Well, y'all know what to do. All those fun cookie things the website wants you to do. At any rate, once again, thank you. I appreciate you all. Have a wonderful night. Have a fantastic Friday. And until next time, bye for now.